First thing I want to do, I want to define a scale for the scene. So for this person to sit on a bench that's comfortable for them, I think it should be around something like this. No, this is too big. That's why. This is the part where the lap is going to sit on, and this part right here is going to be a backrest. This part is too small, so I'm going to scale on the y-axis. And while I'm creating this, I want to be able to visualize like the ideal scale for these benches. I don't want it to look like it's a miniature model. So I'm going to just put things in the appropriate size. I think this I want to move on the Y a little. So if she sits, I think I'm going to start with this one and then just build up from here. We're going to zoom in so I can swipe in and out to see what it is I am modeling. So I'm going to start modeling. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in a plane. I can come to the front view and GZ just like so, and I can SX like so, and I can SY, bring this in. I'm going to create the backrests, E and Z, come to the front view to see it's approximately at the point, and then these I can bring down just like so. This I can bring down a little bit, and then this right here I can easy. So in the front view, I think it's approximately at the same point. And what I want to do with this now is to apply a subdivision. Okay, so this right here, I can bevel that just to create holding loops right here. And I think this bench needs a holding loop, just something small, because I want to maintain that curvy look to it. Another place that needs, let me adjust this holding loop. This place is too round for me. So I can SY. Shade smooth, and yeah, I think we have the first look of how this should look like. I'm going to try to apply the subdivision on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, and I think this is something we can work with. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dissolve this edge. I'm going to go through all of these edges and I'm going to bevel it. I can bevel that just like so, and then I can delete those faces, select all, and I can extrude along the normals inward, just like outward. Let's do outward. We have it, then shader to smooth. So yeah, we have something that looks good. Then I want to model the stand, all of this stand around it. So I would call back the dump that I sent out. So with this, I think I can create the metal armbar around that. So I can select these two edge loops, or I can apply the subdivision, select these two edge loops right here. These faces right here are what I need to create the armrest. So what I'm going to do is invert that selection and clear the other faces. I'm going to recalculate normals, and let's look at the reference again. I'm going to extrude on both sides. Extrude along normal on one side, and then I'll come to the other face right here and also extrude that along normal. I already have some things clipping here, so I probably want to spread all of this out in such a way that it doesn't clip into each other. GG. Okay, so this on this side, I probably want to delete it so I can just mirror this to the other side, right? And then I want to auto smooth. That's it's looking way thicker than it should, so I'm going to come to the front view and SX, bring this in a little bit. So with the way this is looking like, I want to select these edges. I want to bevel that a little bit, just a smidge. But before I bevel that, let me extrude. I would clear this edge right here. I want to extrude the foot so that I just bevel the whole thing together. So I'm going to extrude this length right here. Looking at the reference, let's see, bring this up a little bit. And then the back also has a leg. So I'm going to extrude one of these boxes out to create that. It's taking me so long to create one of these. I don't know why, but let's go. Extrude on the Z and then scale on the Z down to 0. Scale on the Z to 0. So on the side view, we can GZ and make sure it's level on the ground. I probably want to select all of this and scale it down a little. Scale on the 3D from the 3D cursor. If you look at this, it feels like it has a strong base. I don't know if that base is adding anything, but that is to make it look like it has a strong base design-wise. So I'm going to do this. Same applies to the other side. Thank God I already mirrored this. The iron rod is also going to be a cylinder. I'm going to rotate on the Y by 90. Come to the front view, scale it down, and I'm going to scale on the X-axis. Scale on the X, scale down, scale on the X. So with that done, I'm going to come right here and just fix this on this side. So I can scale. I'm going to change that to bounding box, scale, and scale on the X into place. All right, probably want to start sharpening up those bevels. I feel like with this design, it needs something like this, GY, SY, 0. I didn't like the other design. This is small and much more solid. So right here, we're going to select edges, basically, so that we can bevel those. What's making this not to, or do I need, okay, I need holding loops right here. I need holding loops right here to fix that. Simple, easy peasy. Okay. For the knots, oh my God, that's going to be a headache. The knots are going to be a headache. What's the best way to approach this now? I'm going to scale from individual origins. I'm going to extrude, no, scale first. Extrude inward, scale, or insert, and then extrude outward. I'm going to select the boundary loops and then bevel that. So the first bench took me 40 minutes as a matter of fact. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this out of the way. I'm going to bring in an empty GZ, scale down GZ, scale on the X-axis, and I'm going to parent all of this to that empty. Let me do a little bit of material work. So I'm just going to go to my polyhedron and look for wood material or wood texture. And what kind of wood is this? Okay. So I'm going to select all, and then I'm going to do a cube UV project. I think I want to modify the material a bit and make this a bit darker. So I'm going to change this to shader, editor. I'm going to go to the color and add a curve to this and just make it a smidge darker. Then the stand on this side, I want to apply all the modifiers to the mesh, and then I'll look for a metal, dark metal texture that I can use for the handle. I feel like this is good, but I don't like the groove that it has. Maybe I can just create the metal texture. Let me see. I can just use this one. That's blue, but I can mess with the color, hue, saturation, desaturate all of that, and then make it darker with the curve node. Okay. This right back here too. I'm going to link material, and I think we're done with this. The only thing I want to do, I don't know if it combines really well. Like this is really dark and this is really bright. It looks somehow in 3D, but I'm just going to work with this. And all of this I'm going to send into a new collection called bench 1. Create, and I'm going to turn off that entirely. I'm going to move on to the next.